Thank you so much for staying tuned to KTS. Of course, welcome to the Straight Talk program. I'm your host, Regina Orlando, and with me is Ramadan Ali, the member of County Assembly, Kiplombe Ward in Tarbo constituency, Uasin Gishu County. Welcome to the program. Welcome in our show today, Mheshimiwa. Mheshimiwa, what does it take to be a minority leader in a county dominated by the other ruling party?
Oh, thank you. These things comes by coincidence. We cannot say how it came or it's planned or it's done what no. I found myself to be the only one elected in a CORD and a ODM ticket out of the 30 wards. So it was like that, and the job has to continue. So at the end of the day, I found myself to be the only leader of opposition. And I'm only one, but because the people we are working with are the people we have been together, we understand one another. And as the opposition, I reason out for what is wrong, and I convince them it is wrong to everybody. And there we are, we go ahead. When they accept, we correct the governor. And I'm comfortable, and I'm giving my opposition duties as the way it's supposed to be.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa, for that. And being the only one in the other side, how is it, especially when it comes to passing of bills? Probably you've come up with a bill, and of course with the tyranny of numbers, how is it normally?
Now, if there is a bill that I contribute, or I give a bill, is that first of all is I talk. We understand first outside before it goes there. And after talking, we agree on the issues that, the importance of the bill. And after agreeing with the importance of the bill should be something to assist people. And these people include the people who are from the ruling party, and there are also people who are from the opposition party. So through reasoning and how it will benefit people, I've never had a big experience of denial. Only maybe in one or two occasions we had some issues that was touching on the governor when we were discussing about the issue of putting up a municipal, we qualified to have a municipal board. And as an opposition, I was asking why are we not having the municipal board? But I heard some people who saw there is a purpose for it, but some who are the diehards of the governor, he refused. Yes, that's the only one bill that I met a challenge. But the rest, those ones that are touching on day-to-day life of people, I've never had a big challenge on the same.
Okay.
Yes.
And who was to constitute this board?
The board was supposed to be constituted it has to start by the governor. The governor has to appoint the people to be the directors of the municipal board. And from there it's brought to the assembly for adoption.
Sure.
But it has never started its journey. And following up, it was said that the TA are still having a report they are supposed to give out to qualify the county, and it's several counties, if they are actually fit to be to have municipal boards, and that thing has gone in silent up to now. So the pretext of saying that it is with the TA, they have not given a report back.
Authority.
Yes, transition authority.
Okay.
They have not given us back a report. I think that one is what contributed to majority of members refusing and saying that the TSA has to give a report first before we compel the governor to form it. Yeah, but time is over. Now I think in the next session is when they're going to push for it. Yes, but I also believe it is so although it was knocked down, there's nowhere in the Republic of Kenya that we have a municipal board up to now.
Yes.
So the reason that they gave to knock it down, I've seen it is all over the Republic.
Okay.
So it was not a very big deal, but what we believe in the next session, from 2017 in August there after the election, I think it will be ripe for the county to have a municipal board.
Okay. And just as you put it, Mheshimiwa, the 5-year period is almost elapsing.
Yes.
Have you enjoyed being a leader of minority in this county?
Sure. I've enjoyed the fact that I've been a councillor from 1997, and with that pretext, I've been working with people of different ethnicity, and they are the majority who are here. So I know how to work with them, and that experience has shown me how to make things move. So I've enjoyed actually. It has not been a very big burden in terms of representation, but it has been a big burden in terms of being alone. Now you cannot go there and talk by saying that now I'm talking as an opposition, this is our stand, this is what. I cannot go that direction because you'll never take it. So you cannot go with your stand, but we go as per our stand, as a team of representation in this country.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa. And for some time we witnessed a demonstration, the anti-IBC demonstration by CORD. But we didn't witness similar demonstration here in Uasin Gishu County. Why?
It is true, we could not have that demonstration. There are supporters of CORD who came to me, asked me, we have that demonstration. But you know, all along demonstration was with ill motive. Yeah, when it started, it was something good. It is constitutional to have demonstration, but as it went on, it actually evolved some ill motives inside it, and we saw the majority of supporters here at the government, from the government side, and they were already polluted. Now, in case we could have started any, if we could have gone ahead with demonstration, it could be a fight from the police and from also the natives, because they were already polarized with the bad motive. Don't allow this. So you see, as a leader, if I could have gone ahead to go by force making a demonstration, then those innocent boys could have suffered. And I believe that most of these boys are the ones in Juakali. Most of them are doing the border work, this small work, and if they could be affected by the force of law that could have been put there, then you see, as a leader, could have failed, because we don't know what could have transpired. Maybe death could have occurred or something like that, but we are not there for that. So actually, we just used to give our opinion through the press, and we did in about 4 occasions through the press to convey our support to our group that was there in the demonstrations that were taking place in Nairobi. You cannot compare Nairobi with Uasin Gishu. The CORD support in Nairobi is so big. If you go to Kisumu, it's so big. But such a place like this, as a leader, you have to read between the lines. Don't move your people to suffer, because they will suffer economically. They will not be allowed to do their job. A target will just be that borders. They are the ones who demonstrated. It will not be that it is CORD. They will say these Juakali people are the ones who have demonstrated.
So let's punish them.
Yes, and let us punish them, and it could be easier. And most of the customers of these people are the supporters of this. So it will have entered into their day-to-day life, which was not our wish. But our happiest side is that the message went. We took it to the press, and our colleagues in those other areas, the CORD areas, dominated areas, they send the message. And the thing that we were asking is already on course. So we are happy. Yeah, we are happy.
So in short, we are trying to say that the small number of people that you have here, the small supporters you have here, is one of the contributing factors as to why the demos were not witnessed here. Yes,
I can say that, but also in addition to that, the government here, the county government, is dominated by the ruling government. And majority of the supporters, CORD supporters, are the work, the business people, small business people in the county. Now, we sometimes have to read between the lines. If you go and do this direct, what damage it will bring, and after that, what will be the consequences? I wouldn't wish my people, supporters of CORD, to be in a bad mood. In fact, as now we are still we don't have a lot of leadership in terms of representation in the county assembly, in terms of representation in the executive side. So the people who are supervising these CORD people, majority of them are from the government, and they can make any decision to do anything to these people,
which might affect
them and their livelihood. They have children to take care of, school fees to pay. Now, if I just take them because we have to go for demonstration, at the end of it, you'll see. So, as a leader, you cannot just do things because others are doing.
Sure.
You have also to read between the lines and see, after doing this demonstration, what will you benefit? What will your people benefit? Is it, will they benefit or they will get distraction?
Sure.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
And as it happened in Kisumu, some people died.
Yeah.
Now, how about here? If the war could start, we could start as a demonstration, but the war could even go to the village,
sure.
even to the estate. Now, a neighbor, and that one was in plan, which I had seen and I had known. And I saw it's not wise for me to lead my people. Yes, I just told them, let me go to the press, I'll do it myself without interference of you. In case they want, they will come for me as a person, but not the majority of my people.
I think that was a good thought.
Yes.
Anyway, Mheshimiwa, there have been outcries by the party leadership, the CORD, which you represent in this county, that they want reforms in the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. Yeah. Do you think their suggestions hold water?
Actually, 100% the suggestions hold water. It's only that we are in a country, a democratic country, whereby we have got the ruling party and we have got the opposition. Now, the majority of people are there who are just opposing because they are in government. You cannot oppose your president's decision because he's your president, your leader. So they cannot stand and say, we are supporting and we don't want this IEBC. But the majority of Kenyans did not like the IEBC. To the like of the church people, the like of the Law Society of Kenya, and many, many others who could not say. Because the IEBC was a public figure, and it was entrusted to be with this issue of actually participating in making sure that we have a peaceful and a transparent election. But now already there have been, there is what do we say? Their trust has gone into test. Sure. They are not trusted by the people. Even if it could just be a small clot of people saying that we are not satisfied with this public office, then what next? Then that public office should change. Sure. We bring neutral people. Okay. But without that, at the end of the day, even if they force themselves to be there, we shall never have a successful or a neutral election done in election that will be accepted by everybody. Okay. So already, even if their time is not over, those are the consequences that happen. They have to step aside to bring a neutral body that everybody will be actually comfortable with. During the election of 2017. But with this that is being led by Hassan, already it is contaminated. So I totally agree that they have to change it. Let them bring a body that everybody will say, now we are satisfied with that before we go to 2017 election. Okay. Yeah. So I'm totally in agreement with the court's decision. Let us have a neutral group. And that one is not an issue. Hassan with his group, they are not the lives of Kenyans. Life of Kenyans has to go on without them. Sure. So when they move aside, there's no problem. We had Kivito with his team, they moved aside, we are still going on. Even Hassan should move aside, other group will come, and then it will take care of 2017 as we go on. But for them to be there to conduct any other election, that will just be like a time bomb. But again,
Mheshimiwa, many Kenyans are arguing that you people are not supporting IEBC because there are certain things they do that are not in your favor. Is that true?
No, it's not true, because if you come to IEBC as a whole, they have got a case in the anti-corruption. Sure. They have got a case in court, the laws of Kenya court, which shows in their working, it's not the court that came out saying that they did this anomaly. It's not the court. It's their day-to-day work that has brought that they did this on this day, which was not normal. And that's why they are in court. If in Kenya we could be truly democratic, even they could not wait to be told. They could have resigned themselves. Because once you have been attached to anomaly and you are in an office that you're supposed to be transparent and accountable, then you cannot say because somebody has come to tell you well, your work is wrong, you are not doing it well, it's because that they are not on our side. We don't fear. Even last time they were there, we accepted. President Uhuru won after the court ruled. We accepted, and he's the president today. So we are not against them, but they are not, they are not trustworthy from what they have been undertaking on day-to-day issues.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something that has been seen by the public, not us. And it's other bodies. We are just coming to enforce and saying the government should not continue with these people, because at the end, if they're the ones who will be there in the 2017 election, then we are going to have skirmishes. We are not going to have a transparent election. We are not going to have an accepted election. And we don't want to go back to what happened in 2008 election that brought some innocent people to suffer.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa. And just I understand there's a committee that has already been set to look into this issue of IBC. Just suppose that a new body comes in, and again, CORD doesn't make it at the top position of this country. What will happen to that body again?
We have no problem, even if CORD doesn't make it, but this body is transparent. We have no, we shall accept, because it's not that it's a must. CORD has to be there. There are some people who have fixed minds that we must be there. Even there are some who are saying 2022 we are the ones to be there. That's not a must. Even if I accept you should be there and God says no, there are two forces here. There are God's wishes and there are our own wishes. But the issue is, even if that body is there and CORD doesn't get, we have no problem, provided it's transparent and accountable.
Oh.
Yes. And we just want an open procession of election. And it is good sometimes, even if you are taken somewhere and you want to favor somebody and it is a public thing, you cannot just go on board openly by saying it is this and this and this. If you want, you see, like Hassan was saying the other day, that he's going to make sure that these people are locked out. They will not be cleared. Now, if somebody has said that and you are giving that person to be a supervisor between the other person that you are saying you are going to lock out and others, now what is the outcome? It is obvious. Yes, they brought it out obvious by saying that they are going to lock out this opposition leaders not to contest on any seat. That was showing that they will actually lie on one side. So they have to go out. And whoever comes in, just do the rightful thing you're supposed to do. It is already stipulated in the Constitution and nobody will ever fight you. Yes, this issue of election is get or you don't get. Yes, do or die. It's like some saying, a saying goes like that, do or die. So we shall accept. Who are we not to accept? Yes.
And again, many Kenyans are asking why the controversies only arise on the top position, that is the presidency, and not others. And not other positions like the number of MPs, the gubernatorial positions.
You know, the focus is the leadership of the republic. And once you are in that circumference of leadership, then you are somewhere. Because if you can come and say, like, for example, people say, it is my party that is in the leadership. We are leading Kenya. And once your party is in the leadership, you can assess a lot of things, even in the State House, easily than being in the opposition. And it is determined by the president, not the MP. If the president goes in, then even these other ones who are not even elected as MPs, they will assess, provided they are members of that party and they were there struggling during the election and they did the campaign, then they will be at the upper hand and free flow to the government of big government offices, and their people will be put in those big government offices because of the influence of leadership. Yeah. That's what people are fighting for. But an MP, an MP is for a constituency, not the republic.
Sure.
Governor is for a county, not the republic. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So this one is for the whole republic, and that's why the center of interest is there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Mheshimiwa. And back to your mandate as a member of County Assembly. I understand that one of your mandates by the Constitution is that you legislate. What are some of the legislation you've come up with as a county, as members of County Assembly or Uasin Gishu County Assembly, that are in the interest of people?
We have done about to a tune of 24 to 25 bills, and these bills, all of them are to the interest of people.
Okay.
Only that to me and my office, there's only one bill, the first bill that we did, it was a finance bill. The first one that we did, it was actually against the people. That's why in this county we have a lot of cases in court. I think the CCs in charge of ministries did not know what is supposed to be done as per the Constitution. Public participation was so poor at the beginning.
Okay.
And we did financial bill without consulting most of the public. And most of the things were done, especially when we come to issues in town. Majority of the businesses in town are being done by the people who are non-members. I can call them they are not from the locals.
Okay.
They are not from a community, majority of the community of this area.
Okay.
So when it was done first, it was done to get a lot of fees from these people in terms of license and permits to work, working permits. Whereby you get, when they just entered first bill that was brought, I'm the only one who opposed, but the rest of the members were told, if you oppose this, you will not get your salaries. Oh. So they had to support it, but they made an increment of 200%. Double as of what was there. For example, cemetery that they used to pay 800, it went up to 4,000.
What were the reasons?
A house in the estates which was being paid 2,000, it went up to 5,000. The reason was they came and they said these houses, the municipal was providing services to the people. They were not making profit. So they had to construct the low-paying houses, like the rental houses. But when these ones came, they came with that notion of private people. Now, like that house that was not meant for profit, they brought it to the standard of a private developer. Like that business, they brought it to their own dreams. So we have a lot of problems in court right now, and I think the court is going to correct that, but it will drag the county behind in the form of the budget, because once they put that budget, depending on this money that they made the increment, they will not realize because it's still in court. Two, as we are saying, and it's so important, the county was amalgamated with 3 local authorities: Band Forest Town Council, Eldoret Municipal Council, and the Warren County Council. And whereby a challenge we are having now on revenue collection is that during the Eldoret Municipal Council, when they were breaking in 2012 budget, they had a budget of 1 billion, which they were going to realize. That was their budget. Warren County Council, they had a budget of 260 million. Band Forest, they had a budget of 50 million. Now you can imagine if you could total this, then the county government could be starting with 1.3 billion as the first budget. We could be budgeting on that. But unfortunately, we have never realized that. In fact, the first year, we collected 600 million. Where the rest of the money went, we don't know up to date. Coming the following year, we collected around 750 to 8. Now the year that has ended just the other day, we didn't reach 860. It was around 860, and we had a budget of 1 billion only, and we cannot rise. So where is the problem? We have brought here a motion, we have taken there to get an explanation, we can't get up to now. So that is the challenge that this county government is having now.
It's quite an interesting discussion here. Of course, the Straight Talk program takes a short break, but stay tuned to KTS.